Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah and this is Vhagar. I make equestrian content here on YouTube, and I got a lot of comments on my last video asking for more information on Vhagar, who she is, where she came from. So I'm going to be going over all those questions in today's video. Before I can get into all those questions, I need to finish my morning routine here with Vhagar. So I'm going to give you guys a quick look at that, and then we're going to get into all your questions. Also, I want to thank you guys so much. In just 1 week, we've hit almost 500 subscribers. I've been completely blown away. I had always hoped that people would be interested in our story, and I just never believed I would get so much love so quickly. So I really want to thank you guys, and we're going to get into the video now. You got juices. Show her lips all green. Sweet pony. All right, let's take her over here. All right, Vhagar's already gonna eat the dragons. All right, guys, but we are back from doing chores and from making Vhagar some more little dragons to eat. She's a big fan of alfalfa dragons. They're just the best little green dragons for munching. But I was going through all your comments, and I really wanted to go ahead and spill the tea per se on Vhagar and to just give you guys an idea of who she is, where we got her, and what our plans for the future are. So Fuego wants in on the action. Too. So I also made, because she's not going to wait, I also made a cake to celebrate our first video. It's supposed to have a little heart on it. And it's just like a celebratory cake for hitting 450 subscribers. It was way more than we thought we were going to get so fast. So we just want to celebrate every step of the way. We're really grateful, and we're just really happy and excited. So the first question we keep getting is, how tall is she? So Vhagar is 16.2 hands high at the wither. So she's still a 2-year-old, and she'll likely continue growing. She's kind of got that lean baby body going on right now. So she's got a lot of growing to do, but she is currently 16 hands. I found Vhagar online literally on New Year's Eve in 2024. So New Year's Eve of last year. And I saw her online from a well-known kill pen here in North Texas. And when I saw the video of her moving on Facebook, I just knew I had to buy her. She was most beautifully moving, the sweetest face horse I had seen since I started looking for a horse. And I just knew that we could do great things together. And I literally, from the moment I saw her online to when we purchased her, was probably less than 20 or 30 minutes. As soon as I saw her, I told my husband, I really want this horse. And he's so amazing. He just told me, do it. So I was really excited. And I've had a couple people ask what the process is for buying from these places. And it really depends on which pen you're buying from. The one I bought from her, it's literally just add to cart online and you purchase her online. So I bought her without ever meeting her in person. So it was a huge risk. You never really know when you're buying a horse sight unseen like that, especially with no guarantees. The facility I bought her from, they give you no guarantees for health, age, anything. So I just had to go with my gut. And luckily it all panned out. But I was given her papers. She is a registered Dutch harness horse, and she's registered with the Dutch Sport Horse Registry, so it's the KWPN. And she was foaled on April 15th, 2022. So she's got a birthday coming up soon. And I've gotten multiple questions about what her bloodline is. So her sire is, I have it here on my little note cards. Her sire is Melody Acres My Quest. And her dam is Joe Roxanne RMA. And a little bit about her mare. She's in the stud book. She's elite and has an IBOP. And she's registered with the KWPN North America. And as a 3-year-old, her dam was the national champion for the registry. So her mom is a pretty fancy lady, and she looks a lot like her mom, so that's exciting. And her dad, I have his accomplishments right here. So My Quest was the ADHHA Open National Champion as a 2 and a 3-year-old. And he has also sired multiple weanling jackpot futurities in both the Dutch harness horses and in the Dutch harness saddlebred crosses. So that's really exciting. She's got some big names, big up-and-comers, part of her bloodline. But let's see. So that's her parents. And Vhagar herself, with the KWPN, they inspect all foals in order to be added to the registry. So as a weanling, she went to inspection and she was rated first premium as a foal. So it's the highest ranking a foal can receive. So she has already been tested and proven to be a wonderful horse as a weanling. So I know this will lead into our other most frequently asked question is, how did Vhagar end up in a kill pen? And the truth of the matter is, we will never really know how she ended up there. And I've seen different situations where sometimes horses end up there and it was not malicious intent. Sometimes with there being so many horses in the world, you just can't always keep up with them. So to me, it doesn't really matter where she came from. I would have bought her wherever I found her. But when I saw her, I knew that this was going to be the horse for me. So I'm just really grateful to have her. She's like, I want more dragons. So it's snack time / desensitized to white fabric time. So when I first brought Vhagar home, I wanted to know everything I possibly could about her. So I did a lot of online stalking and I found her breeder. And when I messaged him, he was really kind. I've had one interaction with him. He asked how she was doing, and he very kindly gave me the information on her dam, who he still owns. And he sent me a beautiful weanling photo of her from her inspection. So I'm going to stitch it into the video for you guys to see. But she is quite the stunning little baby. So I thought it was super sweet. I want to print it and put it in my house. But that was nice to get to know a little bit about her. She hasn't done much with her life. She's just kind of went to inspection and been given time to grow and hang out. But I'm really excited for the future. She's like, where are the other baby dragons? I've had a few people ask what is Vhagar's registered name, and it's not a bad name. It's just not my favorite, so I will likely be changing her name through the registry. I've already been in touch with them, but currently her registered name is Sassy Rocks and Sea. But I wanted to change it to something that goes more with Vhagar and kind of pays homage to her bloodlines. So, and she's just not a sassy horse. She's really not sassy, and she just doesn't seem like a Roxy. So I want to give her a name that's a little bit more epic and a little bit more with her personality. And since she's so young and hasn't been bred, we're still able to do the name change. And it's just a good fresh start for her. We love the name Vhagar, and that is going to be her barn name. But as far as the registry goes, when the foals are registered through the KWPN each year, they're assigned a letter. And so all the foals of that year, their names start with the same letter. So her year is an S. So even though we call her Vhagar, we can't actually register her as Vhagar. It has to be something a little bit different. It's got to start with an S, and it's got to be less than 20 characters, or no more than 20 characters, including spaces. So if you have recommendations, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I've thought of some things like Soaring Vhagar, or yeah, Vhagar is a dragon. For those of you who aren't fantasy nerds like me, Vhagar is the name of a dragon from a book series that we enjoy. But I'm thinking something like Soaring Vhagar, or she's like breaking the table, or like Sovereign Quest, to pay homage to her father, and the quest kind of goes like Quest for the Dragon. So we're really not quite sure what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be epic. And it's going to be something that's pretty epic and majestic. She's just not a sassy horse. I also had a cat named Sassy growing up, so it feels a little weird. Well, I mean, the cat's still alive. She lives with my parents. But it's a little weird calling her Sassy when in my brain I already have an animal named Sassy, and it's a cat. So those are the things kind of going on right now with Vhagar. This is Fuego. Fuego is my barn cat. When I used to train horses a few years back at a barn, he showed up one day and we got him fixed. And then when I stopped working at the barn and moved out here, he decided to come with me. And he's just been my buddy ever since. He's very used to horses, and he loves participating in all things. He's a good cat right here. So as far as the future goes, our future plans right now is to finish getting Vhagar fully back up to weight. She's made good progress these last 3 weeks, but she's still got a little bit to go. And then we're going to start doing more of a muscle building routine to start building up her top line and her core muscles, her hind end. So she needs to gain weight and do some strength and conditioning. And once we've done that, we're gonna start working towards riding. So throughout her strength and conditioning, she may or may not start carrying a saddle soon. It's just going to depend on her weight and her mindset. But she's been pretty unflappable ever since we got home. I know a lot of people were concerned in the comments because of where I bought her from, that she was going to act like an abused horse. And in complete honesty, she does not act like an abused horse. She acts like a princess. As she's very respectful. She was perfect for the farrier. She is a baby, so she has a little bit of baby brain moments, but she's a totally normal horse. So I know there are trainers out there who could get her up to weight, and when she's fully up to weight, they could be riding her within a month. I'll be honest, just because of the lifestyle we live, it's going to take us a bit longer. We're hoping for late spring, early summer to start riding. But the great thing is we're just not in a rush. We're enjoying her, and riding is a very big goal of ours. But one of the greatest things we enjoy about her is just spending time with her. We've had so much fun filming videos with her and just doing fun things like this. I love making little alfalfa dragons for her to eat. So you'll get a lot of content of us hanging out with her, and you'll also get some content of me doing other horsey things. So our plan right now is to upload one video a week. You might get little extras here and there, but that's going to be pretty much our schedule moving forward, is one video a week of me and Vhagar and just whatever's going on at the time. In between our long format videos, I also like to upload different shorts, so definitely keep an eye out for those. Those tend to be a bit more humorous of me doing funny things with Vhagar and weird things around the property. So I hope that answered all of the questions you guys have about Vhagar. If you have any more, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them as we make more videos. But I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys again soon. Bye!